Your cluelessness and lack of capacity has engulfed EBS. Obaseki slams Okpebholo over purchase of generators. I know EBS is a Edo Broadcasting Service, which is the state-owned broadcasting station. I'm telling you. So what is happening? They can't have light there anymore. But Okpebholo just took over like a month ago, now be 2 months ago. No, it was a month ago. So how come now that he just entered and is buying generators? Meaning that there was no light or how? Let's get it right. The former governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, has accused his successor, Monday Okpebholo, of sabotaging the operations of the Edo Broadcasting Service, EBS, in Benin City. Obaseki lamented that the governor's cluelessness and lack of capacity has eroded the progress earlier made by the state's media asset during his tenure. So speaking via a statement by his media advisor, Kuzo Osagi, the governor revealed that while he was in power, he had connected EBS to the 95 megawatt Osiomo power plant and provided 2 standby generators, including a brand new 500 kVA and additional 200 kVA generators. So he went on to reveal that despite the station's power situation, Okpebholo went on to deliver 2 additional generators. So Obaseki wondered why a facility already powered 24 hours by Osiomo and backed by 2 standby generators would need extra generators. So the statement reads, the current retrogression in Edo State, fueled by the cluelessness and lack of capacity of the governor's select, Monday Okpebholo, has continued to spread like wildfire across all sectors of the state and has now engulfed the Edo Broadcasting Service station, EBS, which was recently revived by the immediate past governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki. So the incumbent government's incompetence, primitive management methods, and lack of foresight has begun to erode the progress made in the previous, in the process of upgrading the state's media asset into a world-class facility that is well equipped with the tools and manpower to favorably compete with other media outfits globally. Ooh. So the immediate past governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, had connected the Edo Broadcasting Service to the 95 megawatt Osiomo power plant and provided 2 standby generators, including a brand new 500 kVA and additional 200 kVA generators, while the Osiomo power plant, which runs for 24 hours, was the main source of power to the media station. The generators served as backup for periods of routine maintenance or other technical interruptions from Osiomo. But it appears Okpebholo has begun his deceptive, the more you look, the less you see magic, with the recent delivery of 2 additional generators, including 150 kVA and 135 kVA to the state-owned media station, and we are forced to ask, what exactly does a facility already powered 24 hours by Osiomo power plant and backed by 2 standby generators need additional generators for? Does Okpebholo plan to run ABS entirely on diesel, especially considering the cost implications? From where does he intend to generate the cash flow to sustain these costly operations? At what point does he plan to replace these generators again, since they are being run around the clock? Is this not an unnecessary waste of limited state resources that could otherwise be deployed to more impactful projects and programs? It is on record that while Obaseki was in the process of transforming and repositioning the broadcast media house, he grew the media asset to a point where they no longer depend on government revenue or subvention for their functionality and operations. Rather, EBS was in fact remitting revenues into the state government treasury on a monthly or quarterly basis. These facts are verifiable. So again, we ask Okpebholo, is EBS still self-sufficient, or has he returned it to a state of dependency on government subventions? Has Okpebholo been able to sustain the momentum of growth that allowed the station to remit monthly IGR to the state government? Or is the progress now gone with Okpebholo's primitive management methods, which makes retrogression inevitable? Now, wow. There is a Latin legal maxim which says nemo dat quod non habet, meaning no one can give what they do not have. Okpebholo clearly uh, does does not know how organizations work and operate. Okay, so he doesn't know how to run an efficient and sustainable system, and is therefore running in all directions, making a shipwreck of all the different organizations that his predecessor, His Excellency Mr. Gordon Obaseki, has successfully put on the path of growth, progress, and sustainability. Now, wow. We want to repeat for the umpteenth time that Okpebholo is a politician out of his depth, and urge him to rather focus on building his capacity for leadership and governance instead of his endless show of shame while resorting to jaundiced pressers to cover his incompetence and lack of vision and capacity. Yeah. Now, wow, this Cruiser Sagi, you're not gonna let this man. Is this how to play opposition? So now we know that what is his name? Obaseki just handed over to Okpebholo in barely a month ago, and now Okpebholo is buying generator for EBS. There could be something that is happening there. It means that there was no power, or there was power. Does it mean that this people just start embezzling just a month in office? There's something there than what we are seeing. So somebody should go there and find out what is happening to the connection of EBS to the Osiomo power plant, and what is happening to the so-called 500 and 200 kVA generator that Okpebholo is saying that, Obaseki is saying that he bought before he left office. Okay, so why would this man, Okpebholo, go and buy two more generators, 100 kVA, I think 150 and 130 kVA generators, to do what with them now? So meaning that ABS, if I'm correct, will have four generators with with a connection to a power plant. How? I know that one of the problems we have in Nigeria is lack of maintenance. Maybe those generators are beyond maintenance now. They could be there, but not serviceable anymore because of poor maintenance culture. There's practically nothing Nigerian person will do, especially those in politics, that they will not cut their gain. You'll be surprised that when they want to buy 1 liter of diesel, they will buy half and pocket half. To do maintenance will be a problem. Change parts and run neat. Maintenance culture will be very bad. The engine might be there, or the engines might be there and are dead. They can't operate anymore. And if that is the case, even the ones of Pueblo just bought will also die prematurely, because one thing that keeps life is maintenance. When there's no maintenance, even the Osiomo power plant, when there's no good maintenance, it will not run. So it is not about buying them, it's about servicing them, making them to work. All those generators that are there now, I'm telling you, if somebody should take them to his house and put personal effort to maintain them, they will start working again. But because they are government properties, they won't work. They won't work. Now, wow. Let me see. I know that somebody will blast Cruiser Sagi and Obaseki in this write-up. Somebody said, does some people think that all of us are morons? The governor decided to equip the station further, and you said he eroded the gain you accomplished. Capacity is not rehearsed grammar. We had too much of such coded grammar that brought Edo State no visible gain for 8 years. What business do you still have about governance in Edo? You have been rejected, okay? So let the person there rest. You yourself take a leave, Abi. Make Cruiser Sage and Obaseki give space. They are just 1 month out of power, and they are blasting the man that is there now. Even though we know that the man has some difficulties or educational backsets or setbacks. You understand? But I think 1 month away, the man should settle in, and then maybe after 6 months, we can begin to ask how far. So at least let's appreciate him for adding to the ones you claimed to have bought. If you continue to be taking like this, people will take the defeat they pay you. Can you imagine? Wow, that's bad. Must be an Agbadorian speaking for Obaseki, speaking for Okpebholo there. He lacks so many things, this governor. He wants to make the populace believe he is working. Please, when is the election tribunal coming up? Okay, somebody don't come from that angle. So why are they still in darkness if you have done all these wicked man? Yeah, so why is Edo broadcasting service still in darkness? That is the question they're asking now. Cruz Asage is running his mouth for Obaseki from where they are both hiding. Crying babies won't warn him now. They are clapping for them. By the time Okpebholo go after them, they will be crying. Okpebholo visited EBS and they complained of power as their major problem, and he promised to give them generators, which he just did. The question is, where is the Osiomo power plant and the two generators Obaseki boasted with? Obaseki's deceit is being exposed one after the other, and he will pay dearly for it. Obaseki should be careful. Oh. And what stupid progress did you claim to have made? That is the thing. Where did Godwin Obaseki get this nose from? Have been watching him. A man who has the biggest nose. What's your business with nose now? Eh? Just as your arrogancy destroys you, Monday will succeed. Okay. Oh. Somebody said Obaseki is not normal. Why are the media house complaining of power to the governor? We watched the video when they take him around the building. Okay, so me that Okpebholo went to that station, and the biggest problem they have is power. They say they don't have power. So where are the two generators, and where is the Osisi power plant or the Osisi power plant that Obaseki is claiming to be functional, and that they have taken that EBS to a global level to compete effectively with the global stations? I'm sure when you see the way the statements are exaggerated, you suspect it seriously. It could be that I'm telling you that there's a power problem in that place, no generator, or generators that are not functional, and they will say they bought generators. They will probe them. Oh. There's no way they will not probe Obaseki. I'm telling you. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment.